Harry rode the whirlwind raged as Netflix gets on William's nerves airing Diana's Taboo interview. Netflix is set to dramatize Princess Diana's interview with Martin Bashir in The Crown, according to reports, despite Prince William's call for it never to be aired again. An entire episode in Series 5 will reportedly focus on Diana's bombshell Panorama interview in 1995. It comes after the Duke of Cambridge demanded it never to be broadcast again following an inquiry earlier this year which found Bashir used deceitful behavior to secure his scoop. But sources say Netflix, which has a lucrative deal with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle said to be worth up to £112 million, is going ahead with the episode. An insider told The Sun, The Crown's creators see the interview as the keystone moment in Series 5. They are making a huge investment in that. The Crown has a track record of delving into areas of the royal family's history they'd rather be left alone. The royal has been scathing of the Panorama show, which was first shown in 1995 and saw his mother air her dirty laundry on Prince Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles. He branded it unethical and claimed the interview triggered the events that caused his mother to lose her life 2 years later. Meanwhile, Prince William said Bashir's deceit in obtaining his 1995 chat with Diana hastened his parents' divorce and hurt countless others and called for it to never be aired again. Despite this, insiders said The Crown will include an episode on it after millions were said to have been spent on the pivotal part of the upcoming installment. Speaking earlier this year, William said, "This Panorama program holds no legitimacy and should never be aired again." It effectively established a false narrative which, for over a quarter of a century, has been commercialized by the BBC and others. Royal commentator Margaret Holder said, William was dismayed at the time. It is also embarrassing for Harry. Reacting to Lord Dyson's damning report into how the original interview was obtained, the Duke of Sussex said in May, "Our mother was an incredible woman who dedicated her life to service. She was resilient, brave, and unquestionably honest. The ripple effect of a culture of exploitation and unethical practices ultimately took her life. To those who have taken some form of accountability, thank you for owning it. That is the first step towards justice and truth. Yet what deeply concerns me is that practices like these, and even worse, are still widespread today. Then, and now, it's bigger than one outlet, one network, or one publication. Our mother lost her life because of this, and nothing has changed. By protecting her legacy, we protect everyone, and uphold the dignity with which she lived her life. Let's remember who she was and what she stood for." Prince William was also scathing, saying at the time, "It is welcome that the BBC accepts Lord Dyson's findings in full, which are extremely concerning, that BBC employees lied and used fake documents to obtain the interview with my mother, made lurid and false claims about the royal family which played on her fears and fueled paranoia, displayed woeful incompetence when investigating complaints and concerns about the programme, and were evasive in their reporting to the media and covered up what they knew from their internal investigation." He said, "It is my view that the deceitful way the interview was obtained substantially influenced what my mother said. Lord Dyson's inquiry found Bashir had lied to obtain the interview, using deceitful methods later covered up by a woefully ineffective internal investigation by Tony Hall, who later became BBC Director General. The independent report plunged the BBC into one of the worst crises in its history, with the two royals accusing it of ruining their mother's life and helping to bring about the events that led to her death 2 years later. Despite this, Prince Harry's bosses at Netflix insist the special episode will go ahead as planned, according to senior sources. The insiders told The Sun newspaper last night, The Crown's creators see the interview as the keystone moment in Series 5. To the writers, the stormy marriage between Charles and Di led up to her outpouring on Panorama, and the aftermath of that decision defined her final months.